Washington County Sheriff Sergeant is back to work after spending more than a year recovering from an on-duty shooting that nearly killed him. All new at 6. Fox 12's Kendra Kent spoke to that sergeant about his recovery. We remember the day of that awful shooting, and it's great to see him back at work.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can't forget that. And, you know, he talks about the fact that he is not a hero or necessarily any tougher than anyone else. But certainly when you do learn about his story and what he had to go through to get back to work, you admire his grit and commitment to get back on the job and live life on his own terms. Back to work, back in uniform, and with a promotion. Sergeant Jeremy Braun's path back to law enforcement was long and tough, and he doesn't take it for granted.
My balance and grip strength and sensations and ability to control myself, like I've lost a lot of balance. A lot of that had to be restored and re-vetted and re-verified.
It's an inspirational story coming from a man who nearly died in the line of duty a year and a half ago when he and other Washington County Sheriff's deputies responded to a call about stolen guns in the Hagg Lake area. Court records show Braun and another deputy were part of a massive manhunt in the woods searching for the suspect, Dante James Halling, when they were shot with a 20-gauge shotgun. Halling was arrested shortly after and charged with attempted murder. From there, Braun spent weeks in the hospital, then had to fight to relearn how to walk, eat, and even talk. Those were some of his darkest days.
I'm very open about the fact that while I was still in the hospital, I looked at the nurse and my wife and said, "Unplug me, I'm done." And it was, I mean, it had reached that level of horror where you're just done.
But instead, he pushed through it, tiny steps forward with all sorts of rehab and therapies with the goal of eventually getting back to work full time.
I've had to work hard on increasing my wind and ability to run, working hard towards losing weight, getting myself more mentally and physically fit. I've been attending counseling.
Now that day is here, and Braun's not scared of the work itself.
You have to live life comfortable that death is around the next corner, or might be around the next corner.
But rather worries about not measuring up to his 17 years of experience in policing.
My fear is that I'll bring discredit to the uniform, I'll bring discredit to the badge, I'll bring discredit to my family.
It's family.
I'm married to the best woman in the world, so I'm very proud of my wife.
Community support and his own drive that give Braun the power to overcome fear and the courage to get back out there.
I realized years ago in this career that I choose my state of mind, and I had to return to that, and I choose to be who I am, and I live the life that I choose regardless of the situation that I'm in.
And Braun also talked about how much the American view on policing has shifted since he's been gone, saying it's been hard to see public support for police dwindle so much over the last year. Now, meanwhile, the suspect in that case will have his trial coming up in April. Reporting live in studio, Kendra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.